In the Philippines, we have reports of accidents, road accidents, because dogs are just running across the street.
It's a big problem. The rabies is a big problem here in Bohol. They are not controlling it. They just let the dog breed. They don't know actually how to handle a dog.
Philippines always is in the news with a high number of rabies deaths in humans. It is pretty prominent in the rabies chart and in the dog bites chart, being a developing nation. About 3 years ago, these dogs would have been taken, probably never to be returned back. Half of them would have died on their transportation from the catching site to the pound.
There was a time in 2006 and 2007 that we were number 3 and number 4 nationwide on human rabies case. So we had to do something.
This is for surgeon.
What we did was every dog that we caught was surrogately owned. You know, it was roaming the street, but at the same time, it went back to a certain house to eat food and drink water. Now what's happening is people are not vaccinating their dogs. And when we catch these dogs, not only we spay and neuter them, we also vaccinate them against rabies, because rabies is a big concern for Philippines. That's the basic aim of the entire project, to reduce the population and also eradicate rabies within these typical neighborhoods. We offered to run an exclusive training center where we would be taking 3 sessions every year. A program like spay and neuter is an expensive program, not only manpower-wise but also financially. And we all have to understand that in developing nations, the only agency which can sustain such a program is the government.
It elevated the understanding of the dignity of the animals. And when you get to have all this program put in place, it developed character building.
This time, we are happy and we're proud that we make a difference. This is the solid solution or the concrete solution for the overpopulation and rabies control in the Philippines.
We're looking into having a country that has spay and neuter as an integral part of their dog management instead of impounding and culling. And maybe completely close down the pounds and have birth control instead.
She owned two puppies.
Just to give you an example, in 2008, before we came in and we imparted this, they were killing on an average between 9,000 to 10,000 dogs, which was impounding from the streets and gassing them. In the entire of 2011, as per the Cebu DVMF records, they've euthanized less than 500 dogs. And they've reached this target. Being a government agency, that's the most critical point for me. These people were really inspired. They wanted to do a good job, but nobody had offered them something like this before, which is why they had that urge in them to learn much faster, much better.
Makes me happy. And especially my clients, they go back, they call me up, and they give me their insights on their dogs, and then they submit their other animals for spay and neuter.
A country can demonstrate love to animals. If they do not take care of the animals, the more that they might not be able even to take care of their fellow human beings.
Her son rescued the puppy. She considered it as a pet, at the same time as a brother of her son.
This is a government department being managed by government employees across the Philippines, and if we have managed to sensitize them to a level that they feel that it is an important part of their jobs to be compassionate to animals, I think we've brought about a big change in the life of animals, and the future definitely looks a lot brighter for the dogs of Philippines.